Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. Hey, what's going on, family? What is going on? Let me share this out real quick. What's going on over here, fam bam? Let me share this real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done, and then I'm going to hop up off y'all timeline, okay? I'm going to hop up out your life, out your business. One more minute. Got 2 more destinations, and I will be done. One more, and I'm done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, beautiful people, what's going on? Hey, Sister Carolyn. Hey, what's going on over here to my fan base over here? My fam bam's holding it down. Look, I want to, did I send that photo to myself? I hope I did. Let me check, because I want to first and foremost say this. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hopefully I'm back. All right. So now let me pull this up because I first want to say this. I want to send a shout out to, let me get their names. I know Bridget Gassett. Bless you, my sister. Bless you, bless you, bless you, my sister. Your seed means everything, honestly. Steve Graves, bless you, brother. Your seed means everything. May the Most High God give it back to you 100-fold, speedily. Denariel, my sister, God bless you. Your seed is everything. It means everything to me. Tristan Wilhite, thank you. It ain't even about the amount. It's about the posture of your heart. God bless you. Thank you. May He rapidly give you more than you could even contain. And may men give back into your bosom. Brother Joe, I appreciate you, family. Thank you so much, brother. Salute to you, okay? Sister Paula Denoncourt. Sorry about that, love. Denoncourt. Thank you. A great big God bless you. I appreciate you. Sister Carolyn and Brother Ernest, 100-fold return to you. I appreciate you. A great big God bless you. And Sister Jill, my girlfriend, my sister from the Almighty Mister. I appreciate you, sis. And I want to say thank you. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's going on, Brother Jason Hightower? That absolutely means everything to me, especially at a time when something that I live, breathe, eat, and sleep requires an urgent response. And I got 7 or 8. It don't take a million of us, 7 or 8 to respond. I never come by here asking, because I do honestly believe that it is better to give than it is to receive. So I'm always giving, always been out here serving, been out here serving the people, and will continue to, okay? As painful as it is, I want to share this real quick. As painful as it is to serve people who won't serve you back at the capacity that you serve the people, it's devastating, okay? It really is. And I'm not going to say sometime, a lot of the time, the enemy will use a situation like that to make you bitter. But I will never become bitter. I will always be blessed, and I will always be a blessing. It comes to make you say, well, look, people won't even come through for you like you come through for them, especially when you're in a time of need or when there's some urgency. But I had to put that in the atmosphere because the enemy be thinking he's slick. And so he tries to put that into your heart. Don't let him. He tries to put that into your mind. He tries to creep that into your ear gates, especially when you have a heart as big as the world and you would give your shirt off of your back to make sure somebody else has one on. The enemy will try to attack you and change who you are. And that's something that he has always done my whole entire life. The things that I have done for people cannot even be written. I don't announce them. I don't declare them. I don't do any of that. I serve because that's what waiters do. They serve. And I'm here in this earth just making my mark. So while I'm making my mark, I'm waiting. But while I'm waiting, I'm serving. And that comes from a place of not ever having, the people that really are givers in their hearts, that's why I want to shoot you out or shout you out. I want to honor you for whatever you gave. I appreciate you. And it's always the ones who ain't even got a whole lot, but they give what they can because they know what it feels like to not have it. And some people know what it feels like to not have it, but they so paralyzed by them not having it, they will not let it go. Let me say this to y'all as well. Anytime you see anybody, this ain't just for me. Anytime you see anybody extending a hand and asking for help, that is an opportunity for God to get you some help in whatever area that you need. It's a law, it's a principle. Many people need things. They're running out. And that's the first thing that they do is they say, well, I can't give because I got this, not knowing that God is trying to give you more. But unless you extend, you cannot receive. Who gonna give you seeds when you have a handful of seeds? Nobody. You don't have enough room to contain it. And that is the biggest secret of success that not only myself have learned, but everybody that's out there successful. They know that it is better to give than it is to receive because he gives seed to the sower. He gives seed to the giver and he gives bread to the eater. So as long as I got seed and I'm sowing that, I can always replenish that seed. That is just a nugget that I'm going to give out here on today because that is how I got out of poverty. It was principles. Wasn't no magic trick. Ain't no magic solutions. Yes, it is getting comfortable being uncomfortable. Yes, it's doing things that is outside of your normal. Yes, it's getting up off of your couch Yes, it's changing your mindset to stop believing that you are poor and that you are stuck and that you are sick. It is things that seem uncomfortable because you have been used or comfortable doing a certain thing a certain way. But the key to success, why do you think the evil people have charities? They give. And it's a universal law. It got to come back to you, good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, shall men give into your bosom. It's a universal law. It ain't some religious jargon. It's real. I know that it's real. That's why whenever I need something, there ain't no way in the world, no matter how hard the enemy try to fight my mind, like this ain't going to happen, this ain't going to break through for you. I know better. You want to know why? I got too much seed in the ground. Satan, you a liar. I don't care if you try to attack my mind. You can't attack my seed. As long as the earth remains, there will always be seed time and harvest. I tell my testimony all the time. We bought our first home with a $130 times 2 for me and my husband seed, $260. We could not be refused to become homeowners because by faith we sowed that seed and we told that seed, go and grow, and house, we will see you real soon. And when they came and try to tell us we can't help you, cool. You ain't the one that's going to help me, but you ain't going to tell me I'm not going to be helped. Why? Because I got a seed in the ground, and that is principle. Period. It's a universal principle. And most people, I'm really passionate about speaking about this because the reason why I even started entrepreneurship, I said, God, if don't nobody else want to do what you told them to do with money, let it be me. Let it be me. And it took a while because there was some kinks that needed to be worked out. There was some mindset that needed to be dead and relearned. There was some things, but he heard me when I said it. If you want to use anybody to be a distribution center, I can't do nothing with this money in this life. It just buys me freedom. That's it. It buys back my time. It buys me the ability to fly to Hong Kong if you send me there to go pray for somebody who's on their last verge, last ounce of hope. If it's for me to go to Africa to provide clean water for children that are, whatever it is, it ain't mine. It don't belong to me. If you want to use anybody, period, you can use me. And he said, bet. Make yourself ready for me to use you. So that is the reason why I started entrepreneurship. And you know where that was birthed from? It was birthed from seeing people have needs, human beings. What has happened to human beings? Seeing how human beings will get up here and ask their other fellow human beings. And the reason why I say, God, if you want to use me, because he would send people to me. Sister Tawana, I don't even know why. I don't care the color of their skin. I don't care their gender. He would send people to me. I would be minding my business, just preaching the gospel, just praying for hours, minding my business, and he will send people. I don't know why I feel like I need to tell you this. I don't even tell people my business. But I'm struggling. I'm about to be put out. And I'm working a regular job. I ain't even got no money to help them up. I said, God, why is you sending people to me knowing I don't have the ability to help them? He said, because it ain't on you, but you do have the authority and you have the boldness and you have the courage to act on their behalf. You know how much backlash I got from that? She don't do nothing but sit up there and beg for money. The people would be right there. Here, look, I don't need nothing. Here's the screenshots. I have a nonprofit organization. Man, that nonprofit organization was birthed way back in 2005 when me and my kids slept on the streets. I vowed to God at that moment, when you get me out, I will never forget how I felt. I will never forget how you sent people just driving by to give me a bottle of perfume. It meant everything. How you used a homeless man who got paid every first to go in and get $2 bills and give me and all my children $2 bill so we can wash our clothes. I never forget the people that you gave the money that had the shelter. They were using and abusing the money and not helping the people. I never forget. I don't understand why you made me homeless. I don't understand why me and my kids had to go through this. But when I went through it, I understood the assignment that this will never happen on my watch to another human being. I seen a baby put out of a shelter with her mother at 6 months of age, because she was crying in the shelter and everybody else was aggravated by that baby crying. And these people receiving grants and contracts to house people would put somebody baby out, bro, on the grass, and it was wet. I was done. God, when you, not if. Because I know, God, when you do it for me, I promise you, God, I will go back and do it for everybody else. And you can look me up. You can Google Taking It to the Streets Foundation. We have been doing this. Number one thing, can't help give you $1 million. Can't help, give you $100,000. But what I will make sure that you will do on my watch, you will have somewhere to stay. You will have some food in your stomach, in your children's stomach. You will have some electricity. And when I would get up here and ask people for these people, they would start backbiting. People in the church everywhere. She don't be doing it, but they're begging for money. I'll never forget, a man told the woman who came and asked me, she was embarrassed to ask me to begin with. And I always kept it discreet. I never revealed who they were. Never. I didn't, because stuff has happened in the past. I didn't say, well, here they Cash App information and here they Cash App information. Because one thing about Dr. T, that name gonna stay the same. Okay, you will not put smut on my name. So you're not gonna say, well, I gave them my Cash App and they hacked me, or they harassing me, asking me for money every now and again. No, you send the money here, we'll send the money out. We will be very discreet about who's asking for help and very discreet about who's giving help. But this is a medium for you to do your humanity duties. Bump everything else, your human being duties. Because when you have a need, God will always present one in front of you. That's facts. That's what I have realized. I went to work Uber for almost 2 years to save up so I can have assisted reproduction technology, IVF, okay? Ain't no shame in my game, baby. None. I am an open book. I needed help conceiving. I had worked up 2 years outside of paying off my debt. I saved enough to go have my procedure. God used I will tag her right now today. I can laugh about it today, but it was not funny then. She said, my rent is due, and it's due by Friday. And I was like, oh, okay, we'll pray about it, I'll reach out to a few people, see if, they can help meet the need. Reached out to a few. Nobody said nothing. It was dry as crickets. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. That really pisses me off, because there ain't no way in the world that we as human beings should ever see somebody with their hand out. And then I'm going to give you a scripture so you can know you dead wrong when you do that. You never supposed to see your fellow brother. And then don't walk around here talking about I love God. No, you can't love him with your whole heart, your soul, your mind, and your spirit, and love your neighbor as yourself, and bypass your neighbor asking you for a handout. You can't do that. You is a fraud, period. I'm going to just tell you for real. I don't care if you got 50 cents. 25 cents belong to them. and you keep 25. My need is met, their need is met. I am my brother or my sister's keeper. It ain't if I got it in abundance. That's why you won't have it in abundance, because you can't give the little bit that you got. If you are not faithful with unrighteous mammon, then you will never be trusted with true riches. He who gives sparingly will also receive sparingly, but he who gives bountifully will also receive bountifully. So you tell me why you ain't at that place where you want to go. This is just principles. I put it out there, and so I said, look, can anybody help, sis? No response. And so I said, okay, God, what we gonna do? And I heard him clearly say, you got it. And I said, oh, no. You want to know why I said no? Because my time and my labor was attached to that stupid, stinking mammon. This one I got delivered from that demon called mammon. Ain't no shame in my game. I said, oh, no. Now, I give my tithes. I give my offering. I'm a giver. I'm a sower. I've always been one, because I've never had what I've had. All I ever remember looking for was somebody to help me from a small child. And so who you see right now is the woman who I needed at every stage of my life. I needed somebody to tell me it's going to be all right. You're going to get through this. I needed somebody to give me some game. I needed somebody to help me fix my situation. I needed somebody to talk to me when I couldn't talk to nobody else. Everything that I needed in my life, I became. So I said, no, I saved that up. You know what I got over there, and that's saved up, because I'm finna be going over here in a few weeks. He said, pay her rent. I said, man, no. Heck no. Have anybody ever rebuked God? Because I don't care if you in tune with him or not. You can hear him. Turn the television and the outside noise off. He's always speaking. Some of y'all call it intuition. Some of y'all call it, that gut instinct. No, it's the spirit, the ruach of the living God speaking to you. Anybody ever try to rebuke or override what God said? No, I rebuke that. I done went and worked hard for that. So Thursday comes. This is like on a Tuesday. Thursday comes. I heard it on Tuesday. You got it. You pay it. I said, look, if it took me 2 days to wrestle with it, but I said, if what she need is what I got in my account, I'll give it. And I had an attitude. I really did. But I said, if what she need is in my account, then I'll give it to her. So I text her. And I don't know why I did that. She texted me Thursday first, and she said, if anybody responded. And I didn't want to tell her, like, nobody responded. So I was like, how much do you need? And she told me what she needed. I almost fainted. That would have left me with $200. And I had saved up a few thousand. And excuse me. I got an attitude all over again. I'm just being 100%. I can remember the emotion. I can remember everything. I was like, I'm not finna give her all my money, bro. I didn't went and no, that is not finna work. And I heard the Spirit of God say, keep your money. Keep your money. If you ain't cheerful about giving it, I don't want it. Keep your money. And at that moment, I mean, it shook me for real. I was like, wow. He said, yeah, that mammon spirit, that's your God. That's why you couldn't get it. Your God wouldn't let you give it. So you keep it. Because if I was your God, you'd give it. My word said, give to everybody who asks. You ain't even got to go pray on it. That's just a cop-out for you to procrastinate. It said, give to everyone who asks and don't demand back nothing from somebody who take from you. Why? Because it don't belong to you anyway. We from a kingdom, which means king, one man's dumb domain. One man's domain. And the kingdom of God is likened to a man who went away on a long journey and then handed over his wealth to his servants to steward after it. Hope you catch my drift. That money ain't yours, girl. Your God wouldn't let you give it. So that's why you didn't give it. So keep it. I felt maybe, I don't even know if there's a description. I mean, it don't even register. I felt about yay big. I really did. I was like, you know what, Father, I don't know what in the world came over me for real, because you know that I'm a giver. You know that I will give, and this ain't me. That had to be some type of evil spirit. He was like, it was the spirit of mammon. And you need to renounce it. Because I begged for a second chance for a whole day. It was like, it's final. Keep your money. And that's it. I begged. I pleaded, God, please give me a second chance. Even if whatever was attached to that, I missed that opportunity. I don't care. I just want to be right in your sight. And I don't know what overcame me, possessed me to make me act that way. I would never want her to be on the streets. I don't know what it is, but please give me an opportunity. So he gave me the opportunity on that Friday. He said, look, send her the money. And I sent it. I didn't have no attitude about it. I sent it. 2 days later, I had been asking the Most High, could you reveal to me where my son went for eternity? Because I'm not one of them mamas. I'm just not. I'm real, y'all. Just understand and know that I'm not religious. I'm real. If my son wasn't living the life that he needed to live, and only God could monitor him 24/7. I was Darius not finna go and say, yeah, my son is in heaven, in paradise. No. I want to know where my son went to. I know that he was dealing with some forgiveness issues with his biological father. And I also know that if we don't forgive, we won't be forgiven. So I want to know, where did Kevrian go? It took a whole year. It was after I sowed that seed. 2 days later, I'm driving. The Spirit of God just literally takes over me. Real talk. I'm thinking that I'm finna crash because my head is back like this. It was super heavy and I'm trying to steer. I couldn't see left or right. And I said, I'm gonna die, God. What's going on? And he said, just move to the right like that a little bit. And I did that real soft until I felt the curve and pulled right in. And then he began to speak. And he began to show me some things that blew my mind. And after he showed me them things that blew my mind, he said, and your son is in paradise with me. At that moment, I still was like, okay, give me a scripture that backs that up, because I've never seen that. I need you to confirm that to me so I have peace. I don't want my grief. I just don't want to be grieving like this. I can make peace with whatever you have planned or will for my life. Just that's one thing. I know that I'm not out here in this battlefield and my kids will be lost or become victims. That's one thing I did not sign up for. So I want to know, and I want you to tell me. I don't want my ancestors telling me nothing. I don't want my mom and them telling me nothing. I want to know directly from you how to handle this. Do we talk to the dead? That's in my family. Just look up to the sky and they become angels. No, I wanted to know the truth, the whole truth. So help me God. I wanted to know everything. So he told me, your son is in paradise with me. And then he gave me the scripture because I asked him for confirmation. He said, you remember the day when the two thieves was on the right and the left side of me? He said, and I told one of them, this day you will enter into paradise. I lost it. My grief has been different ever since. Do I miss them in the flesh? Absolutely. Do I cry for them? Absolutely. But I'm realizing that they still live through me. They flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. They still living through me. I'm their voice. Their story will be told. Every time they help save somebody's life from their story, they still live it. So my grief is different. My second son's grief was very tormentive. When I found out the way that my oldest son, he dropped dead playing basketball. It was fast. There was no suffering, no torment there. My second one, it was like being drowned and you can't breathe. That's very tormentive. It came with a lot of mental trauma from that. But I have a real relationship with the Most High, a real one, not a fake one, not a religious one. But he told me that day. And he said, it ain't even so much about your seed. He said, but every time, and he started making me go understand and study principle. He said, when Isaac needed 100-fold return, what did he do? I commanded him to sow, to invest. And Isaac sowed, and he also reaped 100-fold in the same year. And this ain't no Bible lesson. I'm just teaching y'all principles. I'm just telling you what I feel led on my heart to tell you. Because when I came to y'all today, saying I need to make a certain amount by the end of the day, and 7 or 8 people out of the hundreds of thousands people that I have helped responded. God said, I don't want you to get bitter, Tawana, because that was me extending an opportunity for everybody who saw it, whether they skipped past it or ignored it. I have assets. That's one wise thing about having assets. I thought about back to my homeless days. I said, if I did not have assets, and because it's hard to ask. It's painful to ask people for help because you don't know people's negative responses, especially when their heart is attached to their money. They will say some nasty things. They will fall out with people about money, cut off good relationships about money. So it's hard to ask. That's why I've always been a voice. I've always been a voice. As a small child, we riding down the street, I see men beating up on their women. Stop. I will put myself in the middle of that. I've always been a voice, especially against injustice. Always. If when I was in school, you try to bully people around me, I didn't have to know them. I didn't care if they was Hispanic, Latino, Black, Asian. You try to be a bully, now I'm a bully the bully. It was instinctively. You ain't bad. There's always somebody better than you. Why are you picking on this person? Now I'm going to bully you, and I'm going to show the person you've been bullying that you ain't as bad as you are. I love that type of challenge. I've always been a defender. That's why you can't come to me with gossip. I don't have no friends. Gossip to me about what? I cut off my own children. They start gossiping. They want to be messy. I don't care. I don't get down with that type of stuff. If you can't help somebody, why are you talking about them? I've always been a defender. So to defend for people and to get up here and endure persecution to help people and then have people bypass when my cry for help. No, I'm like, what if I didn't have assets? I wouldn't be helped. God, you told me to ask them. I wouldn't be helped. So today I determined that I'm going to be the biggest giver in this world that mankind has ever seen. And I'm going to show people principle. I don't care what we're going through. Don't ever let the world and what's happening in the world harden your heart against humanity. That's not my problem. It is. Because we one body. We make one sound. We have one Father. I don't care if your daddy name is such and such and my daddy name is such and such. We have one Father. Evolution ain't in control of Jack Diddley squat. Neither are the ancestors, and that's just real. We have one Father. One. Many members, one Spirit. Many flavors, size, shapes, colors, tongues, tribes, kindred. We still got one Father. That's it. And he created one race, the human race. How will we feed a dog and lock a person up behind neglecting a dog from eating for a day or two while they went on vacation, and your fellow man or your fellow woman got a handout asking, can you help me pay my light bill? Do you know if everybody shared this right here, right now, and everybody gave $1, I could have not $1. But right now, if everybody gave $1, I could have 30-something dollars. Right? We can do more together. What is wrong with human beings? Humanity. This dog eat dog mentality is me, my four, and no more. Let me tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You're going to always remain poor. You're going to always be in lack. You never will taste abundance. And you will live your life like that for the rest of your days if that is how you treat this human experience. Everything that God did, he did in unison. Everything. From the deliverance, from the rescue, he did in unison. So now that I said that, I hope y'all taken that mindset massage. Don't overlook nobody. Especially those that lay down on a train track and let the train run them over so that you don't get hit. That's the ultimate slap in the face. The reason why I didn't give God a full yes, and I'm even still just surrendering that yes to him. I promise y'all, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to stop. The realest reason why I still am surrendering a 100%, I know this ain't it for my life. I know I got thousands, if not millions, of lives to impact and encounter. I know that for sure. And hell ain't gonna stop me. Only person that be responsible for stopping me is me. For allowing myself to get bitter when I think everybody else got my best interests. People gonna help me. Ain't nobody gonna help me. I can't even expect nobody to help me. I shout out the ones and I appreciate and love. Only God knows. I can repay you in love. He can repay you in anything. Deliverance, power. He can repay you in anything. It says when you give to those that are asking, those are in need, the Lord will repay you. And all the time, it ain't monetarily. He might save your child from a terrible car accident, from a kidnapping. He might give you some favor. You run out of money and can't pay your light bill. We don't have control over how it comes back. But there is a promise. The Lord will repay you. That's for sure. But the real reason I'm still surrendering my yes, and today I'm just, yes, I'm going to say this openly in front of everybody. It don't matter how people have done me. It don't matter if they don't nobody got my back, bro. I still say yes, Lord, to fight for your people and to do what I was purposed to do and to touch lives and let you use my hands and let you use my mouth and let you use every aspect of my body. To be used by you is the highest honor in this life. Not no corporate America job, not no title, not no status, not no realm, not no power, not no authority. The highest honor is to be your servant. I done already suffered, and I done already said, to the very end of me. If this is what it entails, so be it, God. But I give you a public yes, 100%. I will be the voice for the voiceless, the hope for the hopeless, the help for the helpless. Father, wherever you choose to send me, I will go. I say yes. It's one of the reasons why I did not say yes. Because I read the story of Moses. And Moses had a hard life, like mine. His mama wanted him, but he could not stay with his mama because he was kept under an oppression regime that didn't want no boys. So she had to put hers in the riverbank. He ended up with the very dictator in the house of the very dictator. Everything about his DNA was being etched and sketched to be an Egyptian, the oppressor. And then he saw some smoke going down one day with his people. And even though he was acquainted and accustomed to the Egyptian living, when he saw his Hebrews being attacked, he went into warrior mode and killed the man. And they was like, I thought she was supposed to be one of us. He killed the Egyptian. And they went back and told him he had to go into hiding. He didn't even ask to be born. But this is his life. He go into hiding. And then he goes back. And on his way of going back, God disrupts him and stops him. Say, hey, I want to use you. All right, for what? To help my people. What? What people? The Hebrews. How I'm going to do that? I'm already got smoke with the Egyptians. How this going to happen? They're going to come for me in a major way. But I use you to put you in that situation. You know, your grandpa is the oppressor. He going to have a little bit of leniency. You know their customs, their ways, etc., etc. He goes through all of that. And God says, look, your reward is going to be this. You're going to lead all of them out of this oppression into a promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey. All that labor y'all had to do, all of that hardship in this land is totally gone. You're going to live in houses that you didn't have to build. You're going to eat from vineyards you didn't have to plant. You know, you're going to have to drive out the people that's inhabited it right now. But it's yours. It's a cultivated place that I cultivated. I made them grow it for you. I made them plant it for you. I made them build it for you. And all you got to do now is receive. It's yours. Promised land. And then he takes instructions and leads them out. And as soon as they start their journey, they start mumbling and complaining. As soon as they seen the Egyptians, did you bring us out here to die? Why would you bring us out here to die? He's like, just calm down. God told me to do it this way. Get to the Red Sea. Now, oh, did you bring us out here to die? Oh, how could you? You so evil and you so wicked, blah, 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 blah. Don't even trip. Hold on. God gonna do this for us. You get them across. Oh, did you bring us out here to die? We don't even got meat. It was better for us over there. We was good slaves over there, okay? Yes, they was slaving us, but it was good for us over there. God will provide. He started providing for them to eat every single day. Well, I'm gonna go up and pray so I can get more directions, y'all. Y'all maintain y'allself. He not only let y'all go, y'all took back all y'all gold, all they gold, all their silver, all they raiments. You had the best of the best, baby. The sandals never wore out, baby. You was walking in them Versace's or whatever the highest expensive shoes. I don't know because I don't keep up with that type of stuff. Okay. But whatever the highest expensive shoe is, they was walking in red bottoms and all of that type of stuff. Okay. They were stepping in that. They left fully loaded. I'm finna go up and pray and see what our next move is because I don't know. He come back, they down here and took all the gold that God delivered them with and burned the golden calf. And then gonna say that this golden calf brought us out. What the hell? What? And then after that, it was, well, we ain't got enough. This manna is not enough. We need meat. So that anger God, he just sends him a whole swarm of meat. Okay. Moses is the mediator. He like, God, like, look, I'm going to kill them people. He like, please don't do that. You brought them out here. You delivered them. He the mediator. This going to look bad for you. You brought them out from bondage just to, no, you can't do that. And then people just kept on complaining. What was supposed to be a 7-day journey turned into 40 years. They're just wandering around in the wilderness. They couldn't get their mind right to receive the promised land. They kept on looking back at Egypt. And Moses spent 40 years out there with them trying to get them. Trying to get them to see, man, look. And you know what happened to him? Them people kept complaining and they frustrated him. And when God told him to speak to the rock, he actually struck the rock in anger and frustration and pride. He got out of God's will dealing with these Hebrews, aka them Negroes. And God said, you know what? I'm sorry. You can't even see the promised land. You saw it, but you can't enter it. Excuse me. You cannot enter the promised land, my man. You can see it. And matter of fact, I want you to come up on this mountain with me and let me show you all of this. What was yours? Can you imagine that? Let me show you what was yours, but you will not be able to enter into it because you allowed them people to cause you to be disobedient to what I told you to do. And then he went on ahead and put him to sleep. And when I read that, because we used to have a group. We went through the whole entire, the word, the apocrypha, outside, the pseudepigrapha. Look. And when I read that particular story, I was like, oh, hell no. Hell to the no. I don't want nothing to do with them people. Nothing. I don't want nothing to do with them. Hell no. They made that man miss the what? No, you called the wrong person. Because, see, I will fight your people. You already know that for one. I'm not going to play with them for two. I'm not missing a promised land, baby. My whole life has been a fight. I'm still waiting on that piece of Paul piece. You feel what I'm saying? Before I go ahead and transition, I'm still waiting on that piece that he gave Paul for a little bit, where the people in the town came and took care of him. And he didn't have to suffer and go through warfare for a couple of years. I'm still waiting on that. I'm not going to add no suffering because now them spirits, they didn't invite it into their life and gave an open door to and gave permission to take over their mind, to take over their physical body, to hijack their money. Now I'm finna be up against them. And I don't want to miss you dealing with them. So I ran from it. Up until my child died. And when my child died, that was the end of my running. I don't got nothing else to lose. You want me to deal with your people? Okay. What's up? It's on and popping. Because this pain right here, I don't want to ever feel this pain again. I am not going to run. Here I am. I surrender 100%. And my sacrifice was really great. Just so I can lead people who ain't got my back like I got their back. Who won't help me build like I'm helping them build. Who won't encourage me at all like I'm encouraging them all the time. This what you wanted me to sign up for? And then when I lose my kids, because I'm fighting their demons, generational demons, demons that had them in bonds and shackles and chains for hundreds of years, had their ancestors in a headlock. I done lost my kids because the enemy like, okay, it's a war. And there's always casualties in war. And the weakest links are those with doors open. Gonna become the casualties. Comfortability become casualties. Period. You got open doors open. There's a story to tell, especially behind my oldest son. Boy, you should have listened. There's a message for the young people. What would he say to the young people if he was sitting in my seat to be able to speak? What would he say? He's not dead. He's still speaking. His blood crying out. Because you should have listened to your mama. You will never, ever be growner than your mama. Should have listened. There's a story that needs to be told. I'm out here trying to save a generation. Save a generation. When you become unbreakable, even though you broken, you ready. That's when you don't get elevation without demotion. You don't get promotion without demotion. Unless a seed goes into the ground and die, it produces no fruit. I have had to die over and over and over and over and over again. And let that be a part of my being so that I can be used. And now it is time. So I came here asking earlier. Now I'm going to say I got opportunities because I got assets, okay? If any of these assets, by the end of the day, I declare and I decree, and Satan and nobody that worked for him, employed for him, under the influence of him, bound by him, will be able to stop me by the end of today. I will have the resources that I need so that I can go say these young folks that y'all don't want to, so that I can help these mothers and fathers live life after death that y'all ain't tripping off of because it ain't you yet. But the same enemy that came for mine is the same enemy that came for yours and will come for yours if it ain't came. You don't even got to go far to see how the enemy out here on a rampage. Just scroll your social media. I mean, they dying by the multi. What we going to have left? And that's what I do know. God raises up one deliverer in every generation, one. Malcolm X, Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, so forth and so on. Dr. Tawana Worlds, I'm the woman for the job. I am the woman for the job. I am a deliverer for my generation. And I refuse to allow the enemy to take out my nephews and my nieces. I refuse to let them take out my sisters and my brothers. Nah. So I'm asking, if none of these opportunities are up your alley, something you want to take advantage of, Do you mind helping me help them? And if you don't, God bless you too. May you not be helped when you need it. Period. Okay? So this is what I got. You want to be a landowner? I got 10 spots. Okay? 10 spots. And it's really a raffle for land. 10 spots. Okay? And I'm going to tell y'all why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm only allowing 10 spots. I need to come up. I will come up. Bump that, scratch that from the record. By the end of the day, the whole entire balance that is needed will be paid in full. Okay? So the goal is 3,500. Think I got like 3,300. Now, I have the money, but because I have had such a fight with the powers that be, not people, that own the systems that we don't own, they've placed my money in reserves and say, hey, if you make over 2,000, this is all you can get a month. It's a way for them to technically steal people money, like myself, content creators, digital promoters. It's a way that they have came up with. That's just like you go to the bank and the bank don't approve you sending $40,000 to your mama. When you put your money in that bank, that's their money. Okay? Just period. We didn't see too many instances of people trying to go in there and get their money and it's not available for them. That's their money. Okay? It's the same way when we use these platforms. It's the same way if I say something on this platform that they don't like, they can ban me. Because it's their platform. I consented when I signed up to obey by their rules. Same situation. Okay? And there will be no devil in hell that will stop me from being able to put the truth out into the earth. I have an opportunity to tell their stories, expose the injustice that's going on when our children pass, the systemic genocide that's happening. Stuff that will blow your mind. It has to be exposed, and the enemy don't like that. That's why he tried to allow all the people to just scroll on past today, forget what she talking about. Probably like she had money over there. What's she doing asking us for money? Don't know nothing. Habits, not a clue. Just didn't respond. There's an explanation for you. I have not only had to deal with the police system, the financial system. When you a threat, you become a target, period. They killed Christ because of his words. Nothing else, because of his words. Because he was a truth teller. He was a truth speaker. He was a chain breaker. Y'all making money off these people. I come to free these people. I came to set them free. They killed him because of what he said. So when you become a threat, you become a target. And they start coming for you. You better have the stamina. Having done all the stand firm thereof, because they coming for you. You think an oppressor is going to let you walk in their plantation and just open up the doors and let all the captives free, and there ain't going to be no gun battle? There ain't going to be no type of resistance, no opposition? It's the same way in the realm of the spirit. So I have 10 spots. It's like you're going to raffle for you a slot of land. The raffle is $100. You can win anywhere from a quarter of an acre, might be a little less, 17.17, up to a half of an acre of land for $100. Okay? I will meet the goal by this evening. That's why I'm doing it. You ain't gonna hear me mention nothing like this ever again. You trust and believe. You're gonna have to pay me to get in to play the game so that you know how to win the game once you get in the game to play. But for today, if you want to have something real and tangible and you want to take your currency, your money, and you want to own you some land, there will be one winner. And even if you are not the one winner, I'm still going to give you the game of how you can go buy you some land. I'm going to give you access to a training with some land bank lists that you can go and buy land for really dirt cheap. You just need to know what to do with this list when you get it. So everybody, it's a win-win situation. I have 10 spots for that right now. Okay. If that is one of you, just put a 1 in the chat. I want to know how many people want access to that. Because now when you own land, you a landlord. Just with owning one piece of land, you have broken the back of poverty. If you don't do nothing but take this land that you actually can win, and the value of the land is at $3,500, you only put $100 in, you can go pull $3,500 out of it. Okay? Instantaneously. And even if you don't win the land, you have access to 100 land banks that you can do that, and you know exactly what to do and how to do it. And then you can just bid every night. You can just buy up all the land you want to. So put a 1 in the chat. It's $100 raffle. It's going to be one person that's going to win that, okay? I'm doing this. So what my mission, my real mission, I can't serve y'all without serving my purpose. My purpose has changed. It used to be to coach people and financial freedom. My purpose is justice. Enough is enough. And y'all gonna think I'm crazy by the end of it, but you're gonna see the type of legacy and the mark of history that I leave in this lifetime. The worst thing that you could have done, but also the best thing that you could have done was touch my kids. And if you a mama, then you can only imagine what I'm talking about. I'm not, this ain't flesh and blood. So it ain't no tit for tat. It's bigger than that. You can become a landlord for $100. I want you to think about that right here, right now. And even if you don't become a landlord by winning it, you still become a landlord because you have access to become a landlord times 1,000 over and over and over, rinse, wash, and repeat. That's the first thing. And the reason why I'm doing it again, let me say this loud and clear, because I'm finna go. You don't get an opportunity. Read what's going along at the bottom of the screen. A missed opportunity. I bet you cannot find one person that's going to give you some freaking land for access to some freaking land for $100. Where they do that at? Nowhere. But I'm Dr. T, and I'm doing it over here right now. And action takers are movement makers. Action takers are generational changers. You have access to get a piece of land, access to a whole lot of it for $100. Put a 1 in the chat. Number two, you want to change your life, change your credit after you change your mind. Okay? I'm able to do this. Y'all know that I don't sell my credit repair business, do-it-yourself credit repair business in a box for under $500. I can't do that. But let me tell you something. Not only can you change your life by changing your credit, I promise you, if you got access to credit, you can get cash. If you have no cash at all, you don't know where you're going to pull it out from. You don't know who you can borrow it from. Got credit. You can go take that $25,000 credit card and get cash back on it. And now you have $25,000 in cash you can work with. Cash is king, but credit is power. And I'm going to tell you something right here, right now. Not only can you change your life, you can change your family life if that's what you choose to do. But not only that, you can make a business from this. I sell one template out of this business in a box for $97. I'm going to give 10 people access to this business in a box. It ain't going to be all 70 templates. It's going to be 50. If you know people that got check systems, you can just sell that all by yourself. Hey, who's on check systems? I have a dispute letter that will help get it removed from your credit, even if you owe them, according to the law, the consumer law. It has to be removed. And here is the exact document that you need to send to them cats. Okay. If you got repossessions, I did show y'all, and if y'all don't, if you go look on my profile right now, there is a lady. Her name is Rosalind. Okay, she might be here watching right now. She did just the 24-hour hard inquiry play that I gave her. All her hard inquiries are gone. It wasn't even a whole day. She said, look, at 2 o'clock, I'm finna jump on this. At 7 p.m., she said they all deleted. You can go look on my YouTube channel. This stuff works. I've showed you 30 hard inquiries removed. It's illegal to have late payments put on your credit report and they didn't send you no type of documentation 30 days in advance stating that there will be a late history remark added. It's illegal. You can have them off in 4 hours. Bankruptcy, student loans. I showed you my receipt. Gone, gone, gone. You better not have nothing negative on my student loans. The ones that are obsolete, derogatory, they've been sold, transferred, charged off. Get it out of my credit, off of my credit. That's how I was able to go from a 457 to a 700. And not even 60 days, bro. It works. You can go check my record, okay? I'm going to give you 50 templates and access to learning how to sell this. Trainings on learning how to sell this. Whether you want to take one template, and just think about it. Every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you got student loans on Monday. You got repossessions for those repossessions. Credit is universal, baby. Everybody need it. You got student loans on Monday. I got a template for student loans. Only 10 people, $97. That's $1,000. Tuesday, you rinse, wash, and repeat. Hey, I got repossessions. Anybody got repossessions? Okay, on my timeline, on my wall, on my Instagram. 10 of y'all gonna get this template that's gonna get them repossession. It's a repossession dispute template that's gonna get them repossessions removed from your consumer report. Okay, Wednesday. You got any late payments? You get 10 on Monday, 10 on Tuesday, you're already sitting at 2,000. 10 on Wednesday, you're sitting at 3,000. Now we go ahead and do hard inquiries on Thursday. You're sitting at another 1,000. You got $4,000. Okay. And then Friday, you do something like child support. Baby, the brother's gonna love you. Help them get that child support off their consumer report, because it's stopping them from buying stuff. Yeah, they still owe the debt to the child support, but it's illegal to report financial transactions to our consumer report. Get it off. You will become a $1 trillion business. I'm allowed 10 people to get 50 templates from out of that business in a box, because I cannot sell the whole entire business in a box for lesser than $500. I'm going to allow you guys to get access. 10 of y'all. Action takers are money makers for $100, plus access to the training, how to set it up and sell it while you make money in your sleep. You ain't even got to ask your friends, but go ask your friends because they need credit help. Hey, let them know I'm not doing your credit. It's you with these templates, printing them off, putting your information in, sending them off, and waiting for the miracle on your credit report to be removed. Period, point blank. Put a 2 in the chat if you want that. Action takers are money makers, so you need to send your info to the info on the screen, okay? And when you send your info, include your email and include whichever number you picking, 1 or 2. I want land, or I want the credit business in a box. BIB will be fine. I can even understand that, okay? That's how it works. Last but never least, and I'm going to get out with this one. No, I got 2 more. One more that I have. I'm charging people $47 to become a part of the credit club, the credit culture community. You finna have the whole 50 docs. You should be over there, and then you be like, look, let me sell this. You would go crazy with it. I didn't done big numbers with it. And this is why my brothers and my sisters, I'm even allowing the opportunity, because I'm gonna tell you something. When you reach out for help from people and they don't help you, you gotta have some type of assets to be able to trade, exchange in order to get money. Digital assets is just like having a credit card. See how them people ignored me? I got digital assets that you need and you want, and I'm willing to barter. Money is only in exchange for services provided. So you want this, I'll give it to you for the low. You give me what I need, I meet my need. I'll give you what you need, you meet your need. We just bartered. It's called business. Yes, I'm recording, son. Number three. Okay. Number three was, the POD. I'm sorry. POD, I had to remember it because I always come by here with stuff, but I specifically said for these ones, these are the ones I'm going to do. Okay. Even though the description of everything that I got going on is going to be in this video, I'm telling you on this video what I'm offering you. Okay. I'm telling y'all too, and this ain't no manure to try to get you to do something. If you change your credit, you will change your life. I promise you that. I have so many funding opportunities, my sisters and my brothers. As long as your consumer report look fundable in the next 3 to 6 months, you can have $1 million, if not more. And just think about it. If you got access to it, you don't only do it for yourself. You do it for your husband if you a wife. You do it for your wife if you a husband. You put your adult kids on. The more the merrier. That's how you build generational wealth. We don't gatekeep anything. Everything that we get and we learn, we gonna apply it. We gonna apply it. I think I'm actually gonna do the funding. So I did a funding masterclass. How to get 200K. Not even using your credit. This is why you need somebody to teach you the game. If you know it, you can go do it. I would rather teach a whole bunch of people how to go do it. Why? Because we got more together. I can get 10 million, but what if we all can get 10 million? Then how much we have? That's the name of the game. So I'll probably do that one. And I'll probably do a little bundle in that. I'll probably do check my DM when I get off. Yes, ma'am. I sure will. I will do the 200K funding play. This is where you've been seeing people write testimonials like, bro, I ran the play, 22,000, I was approved, 25,000, I was approved. I got 75,000 for running the play. I will give you, I charged $500 for the funding workshop. If I'm going to give you access to 200,000, what's 500? But I'm going to give you the funding workshop as well as I'll give you the funding. I'll give you the 50 templates for the credit. And then I'll include the business credit. Okay. You can work on all three of them if you want to. Your personal credit, that play. I'm trying to debate if I want to give this AI thing away. I think I'm going to leave that alone for right now. I'll give you the 200K funding play. I'll give you the 50 templates for the credit repair and the access to how to sell it, market it, put it together, make money while you sleep without ever showing your face. And then the business credit build out. Because if you go get you an EIN and build you these business trade lines on that bad boy, just on that alone, you will never have to use your credit. You can leverage that to buy you a house. You can leverage that business credit to put the furnishings in the house, the sink, the stove, to build the house, the wood. It's big. Home Depot, Floor and Decor, Lowe's, Sam's Club. I mean, it's big, okay? So I will give a 3-in-1 bundle for $197. 200K funding play, 50 templates and access to how to start your own credit repair business, how to sell it, the whole 9 yards, and the business credit from tier 1 to tier 8 build out. I will give y'all that for $197 to 10 people. That whole entire 3-in-1 bundle. If you want that one, put a 3 in the chat. Okay? And that is also what you would put. It's like you get more for your money. You can buy each one of those at $100, and it's just really wherever you are, whatever you see the value. But if I can get 3 different separate programs, because now I can go ahead and show somebody else how to get 200K, and that could become my business all by itself. If I ever got in a situation and I just say, hey, anybody want to know how to get 200K in funding? Yeah, I do. Sell them the access I'm giving to you. Okay. So it's either 1, it's a 2, or it's a 3. 1 is for land. That's for the land raffle. You can buy a piece and own a piece of land, or own a whole entire 100 plus land bank list where you can own as much land as you want. Still going to be win-win situation for $100. Only 10 people. First come, first serve. Put a 1 in the chat. Number 2, if you want them 50 templates and access, it's education as well. But if you just took the information in these templates, you can become literally a trillionaire, period. People are doing it every single day. How much money you think, what is the name of them people that do their credit repair? They a big company. They make a lot of money because they got my money too. Can't think of it off the top, but it's a big one. They are making money to not even do the work. Lexington Law. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Lexington Law. And all these other credit repair companies. Haven't y'all heard testimonials of people becoming millionaires in the credit repair niche? I don't care if your targeted audience is women, old folks, men, young men, they all need credit. So I'm just stacking. That's called a scale stack. I'm just stacking in my business. I'm adding. Everybody need it. Put a 2 in the chat. I pumped that one up the most because that's what changed my life. When I seen the abilities that I was able to have just by simply having credit, yeah, it was a game changer, okay? So right here, right now, whatever you don't take, somebody else will, okay? I'm going to lead this up to the goal is met by the end of the day, and then we're done. You do not get an opportunity ever again like this. I will not downgrade it, diminish it. I won't do any of that, okay? You have access. I'm putting treasure in your hand so that I can meet a need by the day. That is really a missionable need. Something I'm not going to be too vocal about what it is until I say checkmate and it's done. And you're going to know because you actually actually supported it. Everybody who gave, everybody who took advantage of these opportunities, you will have, and this is what I want to tell y'all. Sometimes it ain't about where you go, it's about where people take you. When you be a blessing to me, you leave a mark in me. And no matter where I go, at the appointed time, God will cause, even if I forgot, God will cause the baker to remember Joseph. And your life will be changed overnight. Who you want to give credits to? Sunshine, Anderson, B. Brown, Joanna, Carolyn, and Ernest. I would now, well, who is these people? Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, this is the team. This is the people that supported me. Now your face is being recognized. Now your following grows. Now your spirit. It's not about what you know. It's about who you connected to. And I'm always going to take those that supported me to the top with me. Am I lying, Sunshine? Can't nobody that had known me over 15, 20, 30 years, they can't never say when she made it to the top to eat, and even during the way. I got people right now that'll tell you, we both didn't have nothing to eat, but when she got it, we both ate. And when I got it, we both ate. We fed each other, period. Okay? So take care of whatever you need to take care of. You either 1 or 2 or 3. 3. For 97 more, you have 200K access to funding. You want to know where I can go get some funding? You can just sell that plane. Don't look at it as a cost. Look at it as an investment. If I don't do nothing else, boy, I will start a Zoom and let this woman talk. You pay me $97, come get this information for a $200,000 in funding workshop. This is going to be a funding workshop. I get 10 people to pay me $97. I only paid $197. You do the math. And then they be like, you know what? Hey, I'm just getting off. I'm driving out. I'll text you. Okay, thank you, sister. I had mentioned you yesterday, but thank you. So now they be like, well, you know what? I might need a little help with my credit. What you think they're going to say? Some of them ain't ready for funding, but they got the blueprint, which is going to give them the motivation to get ready because now they have access to how to go get it. And it don't change. It don't expire. So like, yeah, I got some credit. Hey, and ladies, if y'all got payments, 20 hard inquiries, student loans, judgment, the basic things that people have, now you got access to that. So now you up your investment because they be like, yeah, let me get that right there. Let me get that right there. And then I'm going to show you the play on the business credit side, how to go build business credit. So now that you can go get $1 million in funding on that while you're getting $1 million in funding on your personal side. We eat and we build a community like that. Then you turn around, you build a community. I'm glad I said that because I have opened up. I only had 5 spots open. If you want to learn how to grow a 6 or 7 figure community and do events, thank you, Holy Spirit. I only open it up for 5 ladies, right? But I am going to open it up for 3 more. I know there were some that emailed me, some that say, hey, I'm interested, but I'm going to tell you right now, I don't mind giving you the information, but you're going to have to pay me for my time to give you the information. I know it. I do it. You want to know how I did 700,000 off of a group, these groups and these events? I mean, I just, it's mind blowing. And I don't want to say a whole lot over here. Everything is not meant to be discussed openly. That's why Jesus spoke in parables. If you catch my drift. But I really want to show a few people that ain't afraid to let me take them by the hand and show you how to get to this bag like Dr. Teeden got to the bag. Somebody that's very prominent and killing it, $1 million months, literally. I had to pay for access. Then I got taught how to do the game. I implemented it and it worked. And this is only out of my mastermind. It is only out of my mastermind. You do not get this unless you pay me $25,000. Why? Because I'm finna show you how to go dumb crazy on these groups and these communities and using these tools to do it literally rapidly. First goal milestone is 10K a month. Then we're going to scale that thing up. Okay. Just from a community, real talk, just from a group. Y'all know if y'all been following me, I grow groups for everything. And trust me, they just not for naught. And then turn around and do $1 million at an event. Now that will blow your mind. That will blow your mind. Strategically, we come up with your blueprint, and then you have your girl help you do your first event. That's a win-win situation. It's $1,000 investment. And I'm only going to allow 4 more people. 4. I said 5. But like I said, I will obtain my goal. And hopefully I'm showing y'all how to obtain yours. In me obtaining mine, I'm showing you how money is in abundance. You got to have some assets. As long as you got assets, as long as you got some assets, real estate, credit, you got some assets, you'll never be broke. You got to put a 4 in the chat. I have the link. You don't have to wait on the email. If that is you that want to be a part, because there is a financing option. You can use like a firm or Klarna or somebody like that, Afterpay, I believe. So even if you don't have the cash on hand, that's why I tell you credit is everything. And they ain't really, but whether it's a yes or no, if you want to be a part, take advantage of the opportunity, okay? Take advantage of the opportunity. Matter of fact, just email me now if that's you. Just email me now if that's you. My email is on the screen. tjtworlds@yahoo.com. Okay? T for Tawana, J for John, T for Tawana. My last name, Worlds, WORLDS @yahoo.com. You email me now, I will check my own email. Okay? If you want to be a part of the Hustle Her community where you learn how to do 6 figures from a community and 7 from events. After I shut this down, it goes back to $25,000. I done it over and over and over again. Got other people that have done it. And now I'm going to teach a small group of women who want to do some big things with me. Okay? I don't mind you eating, and I don't mind bringing you to the table. But I got to make sure that you're prepared. That's for sure. And that's where the coaching and all of that come in, that you know exactly what we're doing, what the mission is. You go off and do your own thing. That's cool. But there's a structure, how we do things, how we going to move, what stages we going to take. So there is options for financing, but I also have my own financing option. It's a payment plan. So you can see, hey, I can get started with $250 and then make $250 payments for the next 4 months, something like that. So you have options. I believe I was going to say it's in the description of this video. I'm not too for sure. I don't think it is. So that's why I'm telling you, email me right now. Email me right now. And then not only do you have a chance to come into the inner circle, but you also have a chance to make money with me. And that's the beauty. We make money together. All right. With that being said, I'm out, y'all. Okay. Take care of your stuff. First come, first serve. I'm going to leave this up. I don't care. If you've seen it, you can see it again. If you feel like hopping back on here until the need is met, completely done, then you will see it. When you don't see it no more, we're done. And it's going to be a woulda, coulda, shoulda type of situation. With that being said, I'll see y'all later. Okay. Mwah.